people a chance to get settled, we're going to go ahead and get started. I am Dr. Nicole Rochelle Fleetwood. I am a professor at NYU, and I am from Southwest Ohio, so this is a homecoming for me. I grew up around 30 minutes away from here in Butler County. It is really beautiful and wonderful to see so many familiar faces and also some new friends. So thank you all for coming out to gather for the symposium for marking time this weekend. We are deeply honored that so many of us can be here in person. We also have people who are participating remotely, and then we also have many collaborators and friends who cannot be present because they are in cages, and we are doing this in the service of their liberation. We have a really busy 3 days together, but we also hope that it's relaxing, inspiring, that you are able to enjoy yourselves, that you're able to connect with old friends and also make new and important, meaningful relationships with people that we will be collaborating with ongoing to create the world that we all want to live in together. And I truly believe in beloved community. I don't think it's, something that's up high in the sky. I think it's something that we make every moment of every day by how we interact with people we love, people we don't love, people we know, people we don't know. That we actually practice the kind of community that we want to inhabit. And I have had the fortune of being able to practice that community with some folks that I want to call out, who are on the team that brought this symposium together, and that's Stephen Fullwood, who is exhibition coordinator, and Lisa Jackson. They are a graduate researcher. Xavier Hatley, he is also a graduate researcher. And then Shani Jamila, who's our consultant, who's come in to help us with some of the programming. We have also been able to collaborate with so many wonderful people here in Ohio and organizations like the Ohio Justice and Policy Center. It's been a wonderful collaborator. Healing Broken Circles, the Ohio Prison Arts Connection, the Fitton Center in Hamilton, Ohio, and other organizations, including the Returning Artists Guild organization that Amy Wisman and Kamisha Thomas are co-founders of, and they're on our program, so we want to thank them. And we also want to thank our funders. The Mellon Foundation has come in and they've been really generous with their support. Art for Justice Fund, and the Department of Media, Culture, and Communication at NYU, where I'm housed, has been incredibly supportive. We could not have brought any of us together without the incredible, tireless work of Danny Resto, Carlisa Robinson, Kenny Yee, and then Cassandra Torber in the Office of Research actually helped us raise funds for this. So I want to lift them all up. They're not here with us in person, but their energy and their care has made this all possible. And I also want to thank our University of Cincinnati partner, the Nathaniel Jones Center for Race, Gender, and Social Justice. And we are fortunate to have Jen Dye, the director here, who has worked so many hours and collaborated with us, been in conversation with Stephen for months now. So thank you to the center. Thank you to the Dean of the College of Law for putting us in contact. And do you want to come up now and let us applaud you? Thank you, Jen.
Oh, thank you for those kind words, Nicole. I'm just going to keep my comments really brief. I really just wanted to take this time to thank Nicole Fleetwood and her amazing team at NYU for, first of all, approaching the center and UC and the College of Law to have this amazing opportunity to host this symposium and really just work with not only her team but you all, and to give you guys a space to come together and be a part of this community, and the meeting of minds here. You know, as I was looking through the program when Stephen sent it, I was just blown away, even by like starting to just, you know, Google search some of the names and see the images and read about it. I was amazed. And I just want to thank you all for putting, you know, a piece of yourselves and your experiences and sharing that with the world. And it's so important. So I am just honored and thankful that, one, you were willing to do that because it's needed. It's needed so much. But also that, you know, that now I lost my thought because I got so choked up. I was just like, oh, I was just so excited. But anyway, yes, I'm thankful that we had a small part in this, you know. So hopefully you all will find this gathering, as Nicole said, just a meeting of minds and inspirational, and that, you know, you can continue on, all right? So at the center, I'm going to talk a little bit about the center because we do work at the intersections of race, gender, and social justice. And really, where that intersects with some of the work that you all do is the oppression, right, and repression. And what I noticed about a lot of the work is finding voice and humanity and resilience. And so that's what I noticed when I was looking at a lot of the work and the themes and marking time and the work that you all do. And that's what spoke to me and resonated with me in the work that I do in the center and that I lead. So I've encouraged everybody in my center to, like, if they can't make it in person, to at least stream it, which I'm thankful that that's available. So yeah, power. I'm like super pumped about it. But anyway, I will stop talking now and hand it over to Shawnee.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Nicole. And welcome, everybody. Good morning. Good afternoon. What time is it? I'm so happy to be here with each one of you. I know that you came from near and from far, and we really recognize the joy that we all feel in being able to be here in service of such critical work today. So grateful to see each one of your faces. Looking forward to all that's going to unfold over the course of this weekend together. Before I lead us in a grounding activity, I want to highlight that one of the things that we'll be doing together is that on Sunday, we're going to be taking a tour of some local Underground Railroad sites and doing Black history. This is an optional thing. If you'd like to join us, we're thrilled to have you. If you did sign up for it, we are putting in the lunch order this afternoon. The default will be vegetarian quiche and apple pie. If you would like to make a different selection, please make sure to make that selection right now so that we can be sure to have your lunch order correctly plated. So I am here right now so that we can establish some community agreements for our time together this afternoon. I'm going to put the mic down because I need to type. So y'all let me know if you can hear me, okay? Can you hear me? Okay, how am I doing? Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
Excellent. Community agreement. So essentially what I'm looking to do is that we're in, as Nicole mentioned, a beloved community together this weekend. And I'd like for us to co-create what that space is going to look like, right? So if we can just think about, in advance of our beginning, what kinds of agreements do we want to collectively share during this weekend? For instance, what I might say is, not on me, one night, right? That we will agree together not to cross-talk over each other, that spirited conversation is beautiful, but we'll do it in a respectful way. So that's one thing that I might suggest, that we have a one mic rule. Does that sound good to everybody?
Yes.
Okay, now it's an open floor. So please just feel free to speak up.
Patience.
Patience. What else?
Compassionate listening.
Compassionate listening.
step up, step back.
What does that mean, step up, step back?
It means if you're an extrovert and comfortable with speaking, maybe step back a little bit. And if you're on the other end of the spectrum, speak up and let your voice be heard.
Beautiful, thank you. All voices present in the room.
Dialogue versus debate, no debate.
Say more about that.
Let someone speak their piece without turning it into an argument. And a dialogue to get an understanding.
Thank you, I love that. Dialogue versus debate, what else?
Creativity.
Creativity. Say more. How will we be creative?
Oh, well, I think everybody can bring creativity to the table. We all have our unique ways of doing it. Some people do it in poetry, art, music, etc.
Okay, so we're gonna have art and creativity be part of what we do together
Yeah.
this weekend. Beautiful, thank you.
Thank you.
What else?
Agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree. Give an example of what that might look like.
I may give an opinion and someone else may not like that opinion. And so they can argue with me about my opinion that their opinion with the same subject is right, mine is wrong.
There you go. So when you come up in a space like that, agree to disagree. The love of community is a group. Thank you.
Be yourself unapologetically, but don't try to be someone else.
Because we're all in the room because of who we are.
Exactly.
Right. Be yourself unapologetically. I like that last word especially. Yeah.
Keep your mind open.
Keep your mind open. Speak to that.
There may be some things that might make you question your beliefs or shift your ideas about things. Just keep your mind open. Perspective. This is a great space to kind of rethink, be open, and be engaged in ways that you may not have that opportunity in another setting with these wonderful artists and people who do this great work. So,
Yeah. Keep your mind open. Be present to everything that happens. Y'all don't have to wait for me to acknowledge you. Just feel free to speak up.
I really like the idea of saying something that in my experience. So using in my experience rather than generalizing things or assuming that other people agree too.
Okay. In my experience, over generalizations. Does that summarize it? Okay. In my experience, we're all going to speak from what we know and offer that as a sharing and as an offering really to the group. Anything else?
I want to be mindful of why I'm here and what I can contribute and what I can learn.
Okay. Why?
Because I think like entering into spaces with purpose kind of allows one to understand why they're doing what they're doing and be able to explain what they're doing.
So be mindful. I was going to say a purpose, so I'll actually just write it all out. Be mindful of why we're here.
Yeah, or be mindful of the why.
Be mindful of the why. He's a poet.
that's
You can hear it even in his casual talk, which I love. Okay, we have a good list. Anything else? Yeah.
To allow ourselves to laugh and to enjoy, even though we're talking about very serious issues.
I'm going to make that two things because I love it so much. So allow ourselves to laugh, and I'm going to put this in caps. Root ourselves in joy.
nice.
Because we are all here. And we're doing this work together, and there's a joy in that, right? You only struggle because you love. So I know that this is big fun, so I'm just going to start from the top, read them all out, and if we collectively affirm at the end of it, let's just say so. Okay? So one mic, patience, compassionate listening, step up, step back, dialogue versus debate, creativity that went too fast. Agree to disagree. Be yourself unapologetically. Keep your mind open. Use in my experience over generalizations. In other words, don't assume. Be mindful of the why. Allow ourselves to laugh and root ourselves in joy. Beloved community, do we affirm that?
Yes.
Yes? Do we affirm that?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Let's take one breath in. One breath out. One more breath in. One breath out. Thank you all so much. And I want to welcome our first panel of the day. Spotlighting Ohio artists. The moderator is Rachel. So Rachel, I will pass it off to you.